So unless you've been living under a rock or not looked at the internet at all since yesterday, you'll know that actress Gina Carano has been dropped by Lucas and Disney from future projects due to some problematic and controversial tweets. And if you haven't checked the internet in a few days, why is this the first thing you're watching? Go back, find out what's been going on, because I'm not going to say what's in the tweets. I'll leave that to other people. As always, I'm the Standard, this is the Geek End Review, and let's get to it. Now, this was first reported on, well, the first time that I seen it was late last night by Variety, so let's take a look. The article by Daniel Holloway, which was published about 6:45 last night Pacific time. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, the company said in a statement Wednesday, after controversy erupted over the Mandalorian star's social media posts. UTA, which is her management, has also dropped her as a client, which Variety has confirmed as well. The Lucas statement reads as follows: Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. A Lucasfilm spokesperson said in a statement, nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. This isn't the first time though that she's posted something like this, and fans thought it was only a matter of time before it happened. Now, I don't agree with anything that she said at all, but given that, I did really enjoy her on The Mandalorian, and this has been going on for quite a while, as I said as well. If you follow her on social media, you'll know all about these posts, whether you agree with them or disagree with them. Last November, around the time of Mandalorian's second season was running, she posted a bunch of tweets about anti-masking and voter fraud as well. A source did tell The Hollywood Reporter that they'd been looking to fire her for months, and you can see why. She was getting a lot of attention, being the star of the most popular TV show, maybe on the planet at the time, with a great character that people seemed to really like, connect and respond to, in a franchise that spanned more than 30 years, a huge series of films, some of them good, some of them not so good, some of them divisive. And with Disney announcing a Rangers of the New Republic show, most assumed that it would basically be getting our own Cara Dune show, and at the time it did feel really good. But as the quote from a Hollywood Reporter mentions above, they were looking to get rid of her for quite a while apparently, and despite a larger role in The Mandalorian Season 2, you know, the show that's going to set up the Rangers of the New Republic, one thing occurred to me at the time that Disney was dropping all these love information bombs on us last year, that they didn't mention if Cara Dune was going to be a feature in the Rangers of the New Republic show. Which not a lot of people picked up on at the time. Sometimes it's not what Marvel/Disney say, but what they don't say, and that way it's very much like jazz. So how did this all happen, I hear you ask? What caused her to be so outraged she'd post such controversies on social media? And the truth is, as far as most people know, nothing. Like, seriously nothing. Look back at her posts, at least the ones that haven't been deleted. They're all her opinions, she's never replying or responding to anyone, and no one's provoking her, and when you think about it that way, that's kinda sad. There was no scandal for Gina Carano other than the one that she created, as far as we know. It was just her and her social media accounts, and this really highlights the time that we're living in. Remember last year when cancel culture exploded? No, I try to forget 2020 as well, but it did. Whereas someone like Hartley Sawyer, who was fired from the Flash TV show once old tweets resurfaced, Carano was fired for pretty much current tweets, well, certainly the last ones, which have already been deleted in case you're wondering. But this does create a problem for Hollywood. How do you control what your star will post on social media or what they've posted before? Well, it's kind of easy when you think about it. You just have to get the right person in the right role. But I'm kidding though. I can see there being some clauses written into contracts going forward, especially at Marvel and Disney, restricting what stars from existing or future franchises can say on social media to avoid future problems like this down the road. Think about it this way, you've signed someone for a multi-picture deal and halfway through the run they post up a storm on Twitter, and then you're caught in the middle of having to sacrifice maybe the quality of your franchise or have someone incredibly problematic involved in it and face, at least in most cases, a 50% backlash. But Hollywood doesn't need any more scandals at the moment. In fact, it doesn't need any more scandals this week after Marilyn Manson last week and Buffy star Charisma Carpenter's claims against Joss Whedon yesterday as well. It's all go. Social media is exploding with things like this. I think there'll be a lot more coming out in the coming weeks, but we'll have to see. But the question that I'm hearing you ask again is, how will this affect The Mandalorian and the Rangers of the New Republic show going forward? And the answer is, well, it probably won't. The ending of The Mandalorian Season 2 was kind of left open that they could do whatever they want with it. You could say that our arc had already been wrapped up. They certainly don't need to kill her off, and it's a big universe, so they'll probably just not bring her back. As for the Rangers of the New Republic, as I mentioned, she was never attached to that show. Everyone just assumed that because it mentioned the Rangers of the New Republic, and Cara Dune was set up to become part of The Mandalorian Season 2. So at worst, it could just require some changes to the writing with character backstory, etc. But we probably won't know, as we've almost zero information on that show at the moment. I don't even know what stage of production it's in or when it's due to shoot. But as always, this is just my opinion. What do you think? I'm sure you've got your own views on what's been going on with Gina Carano, Disney, Star Wars and social media. So please let me know in the comments below, or you can follow me on Twitter at TheGeeksReviews01. Please take a second to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's been absolutely fantastic that you've watched this. I'm The Standard, this has been The Geek in Review, and thanks again for watching.